Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Microphone. God, yeah, okay. Thank you for everybody showing up this late, this short notice. Great. I just unplugged my microphone. This microphone is sits right, you guys can't see it, sits right in front of me, in front of the screen. Like if you ever saw the little space I'm in, it's tiny. And I unplugged it thinking, I'm definitely not going to be streaming tonight. But then I started to put the prefabs into the game and I thought, whoa, donations already. Wow, thank you so much. You're saying you're going to save for the Kickstarter. That is a good idea because we will definitely need your help when we get the Kickstarter. You like the new theme song. I appreciate it. It was a lot of work. And I was happy about how it turned out. But thank you for being such a great supporter. I appreciate it. Yeah, but then as I started to put this stuff in, I thought actually this is pretty cool because it starts to realize all the work that we were putting into the prefab system. And I thought this was a pretty cool thing to show off. So I at least wanted to get it on tape. Let me pull up the other tool and recap just a little bit for the people who weren't here for the last one. We have this tool there. It's not our tool. There's a tool called Magica Voxel where you can author voxel creations, and we have a pathway to get them into our game, and we're asking the community to make some of these for us. So let me, and I realized I had to make a couple adjustments to this. Voxel, yeah. And here's our large pyramid. Okay, cool. So I was doing this with the pyramid. Hey, good day from Australia. What time is it in Australia right now? So here's the voxel thing that we did last time. It's fun. I just said this, and GoDaddy or Google in the other room is answering to me, and that's terrifying because the door is closed here. I don't know if as you can hear that. Oh, swap screen. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. This is, that's good because I went through all this trouble to get this stuff up. This is our pyramid that we put in here last time. And I was going to show you that we could put this in the game. I realize I'm going to have to do a few couples modifications to this. And then what I'm going to do is cut a cube out of the center here and put a dungeon inside of it and put the stairway in that we put in. So we have a guide online. I think it's in the description of the video. I am tired. Somebody asked me, I confused Google. Oh, yeah, I'm tired. Yes, it's been a long day. I put description of the video. We have a guide for how you can use this tool and get stuff in the game. And right now, on our Discord server, I have a list of things that we're looking for. Let me put the link to all the stuff here while I'm in the chat here. Anyways, let's go to Unreal. Let's run this. I put a bunch of these in the desert so that I wish I could turn the sound off a little. So that I could see them, and here they are. This is the giant pyramid. There's one on every block here. Turned out pretty good. There's the doorways are here. You can see we use the beveled limestone material for the outside. We get inside. We use the hieroglyphics in the walls on the inside of here. I thought I put them on the ceiling, but I guess I didn't. I should probably put a floor down here in this thing. I never even thought about that, but I should probably lift the whole thing up and put a floor in. And maybe I'll do that before I do this. We didn't clear. Remember, we used a explicit clear on this path here, but we didn't do this. I know that our the programmer we have that's working on this system is going to change this so that it we don't have to explicitly clear blocks anymore. And then we made this shaft to the top, which was probably a little. You'd probably take fall damage, and then this is the top of the pyramid here. So that was the thing that we designed. And it's kind of cool because we, if we went into here and looked at our design, and then we got that, into the game. The same way, so that's it's pretty cool. This we probably going to change because I think you would take fall damage if you fell down through here. So my thought here was that there would be one dungeon, possibly 2 levels of dungeon, and if you go under here, underground right now, there is a dungeon underneath here. By the way, if you haven't seen the dungeons, they're like pretty awesome. They're random. They are now. I got the caves penetrating them, so they look kind of like damaged and run down. And there's all this weird stuff inside of them, like lava and water all over the place. Like, let's see if we could find a lava room, like lava waterfalls and stuff. So what I want to do is I just want to see everything come together. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a dungeon inside the pyramid, which may or may not work. In theory, should work. And then we're going to put... I have no idea where I am now and why I can't get rid of those blocks. That's so interesting. We've changed we're in the middle of doing our networking too. So a lot of our, there's a sandstorm going on outside here. That's funny. It's good that it didn't happen underground. This is pretty cool here. Like you're seeing kind of like the stuff come together here. Like you're in the desert, you're by a giant pyramid. There's a sandstorm that's blown in. There's a bug here where the pyramid is broken. We're in the middle of fixing this. It's kind of funny. That's totally a bug. But somebody's asking if the UI is all temporary. We haven't done it yet. But it's you're seeing all the stuff. It's so funny that this is a bug that we know about. Like if you try to touch it or something, that pops in. But what I want to see if I can do, it's clearing up, and we got a little oasis here. I put out a bounty for palm trees. I want to see people make better palm trees than this. These are like procedurally generated palm trees, and I thought if we had better palm trees, we would look better. It's so funny. These holes in the world is a problem. This is what happens. You get everything working, and then you're going to start doing things for networking, and then it's kind of screwed up the system. Somebody's saying they like the block breaking. Yeah, this was a big thing I was insisting on, is that the block, and there'll probably be different effects for most of the things that you break. Like right now, the sand has a different effect, but it's like just a stand-in effect. The dirt has a different one right now too. Let's go down. This is the problem when you make games. You start getting like too distracted by your own game, the cooler it gets. I know the block, the dirt has a different one. So most of the blocks will have different break effects for them. Bloodstone bleeds. That's a really good idea. Wow, I'm going to write that down. I really like that. Bloodstone bleeds. Like it's flesh. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, So, oh, nighttime's rolling in here. Weather cleared up. So what we're going to try to do here is we're going to try to get a dungeon inside of this. What I realized, though, is when I made this voxel thing, I made one extra thing for the door, but it's going to make it really hard to find the place where I put the dungeons in. So I think what I'm going to have to do here is expand this out in each direction. Oh, that's not the thing to do. Where is it? It's the crop tool. So I think I'd have to do is just pop this out in one direction in each unit. And as I look at this, I kind of actually want a floor on this too. So yeah. And I think I need to take this inside part out. So I guess we're going to mess around with Magic of Voxel a little bit more. There's a lot of questions here. If you go to the website, there's an FAQ. Whoa! Thank you for the donations. Somebody's asking about great trees. Yeah, if you have suggestions for stuff to make, I'd like to hear them. We are in the middle of trying to get that system together, and I don't have the submission system yet, but I'd like to get. But I definitely would like to hear suggestions for things you want to make. I should be able to just select this and remove it, I think. Like, paint marquee, maybe? No? I wish I knew this tool. Maybe we have to use AI. Yeah, broken pyramids would be good too. Like, that is a really good, like runes. In fact, I may just throw a suggestion in there right now for that. I like these suggestions. They're really, really good. Good idea. Good idea. Let me go here and ask some AI how I could do this. In Magic of Voxel, how can I select a group of contiguous voxels that are all one color, like a flood fill for deletion. Select a region select, and in region select, choose between 4 or 8 directions. Visible in the edit menu or interface. Try to understand that. Region select. Here. Plus the R key. Yeah, this is good enough. Nope. Okay. Erase. How about this? Erase. Yeah, that's like exactly what we want. Delete. There you go. Wow. That was really cool. Cool. Whoa. Will there be structures in hell? Sounds like a good idea. I don't know. What structures would you want to see in hell? Could the desert dragon break out of a pyramid? Wow. That sounds like these are all really great ideas. Yeah, there's a lot of questions I don't have the answers to right now. So, yeah, let's, I'm going to try to get this working first. So we took that out, we put this out. Let me expand the whole thing. This is actually going to use a lot of our tools. So this is going to be cool. Let's go back to the crop tool. Let's put the bottom down here. Let's go look up the guide for the, what is it here? The ground. I want limestone ground. Where is it? Anybody see it? Unlit stone walkway. Yeah, walkway is at the bottom there. Okay, so let's pick walkway. And I think I should just do let's do an ortho, and I should just be able to attach this like that as a bottom thing. Okay, cool. And it'll give us a walkway. Yeah, I think this is good. This is a really great tool. Like, this is such a great flow. I'm really happy with this. Let's go back to perspective. Let's save this. One, and then we have to put the center up one. Craftable turrets. I like that idea too. Okay. Let's put this back in the game. So here's the flow here. Like, not that you guys would care about this too much, but we really have a great flow for this. Unreal is such a great engine to work at. So all I need to do here is do a re-import. Why can't I find it? Asset actions. Am I not, is there something I'm not seeing here? There should be this was one before. There was one to do a re-import. Huh. Let me look at something else just to see. Re-import, imported asset, re-import. Let me just ping one of our developers. Oh, no. There it is. Okay, and the only thing we need to do here is that we need to put this up by 1 because we put that thing on the bottom. So let's save this and run this and see how this looks. Somebody's joking. It's tank top Tom. Yeah, there was a little sun here today, and I thought I'd try to get a little bit of sun while I got some exercise. Somebody asked how many people. There's 4 of us working on the game right now. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's do oops, wrong button. Okay. Let's go out there. We should now have, yikes, we have a crash. Oh, it's because this is my bad. Okay. Actually, no. That is not my bad. Like, that actually should have worked. Diet Coke time. Somebody's asking about the GPU. I keep joking it's going to need a quantum computer. When we make games, you usually don't figure that out until the very end. Like, usually what you do is you shoot for like the best game you can make, and then you pull things down from there. And usually when games are running, it's like they're barely they're barely running when you're developing them. You know, it's like more of like trying to. It's gonna crash again. Yeah, it doesn't like where we put this. Oh, this is no fun. I thought that this was going to be a simple thing. Let's see if, well, let's start undoing things and seeing if we run into problems. Oh, no, I shouldn't have done that. Let's go. Man, I don't really want to undo my work. Let's just try changing the pivot back. It's a weird place to get a crash, too. let's just put this back and see. Export. Okay, let's save this. Go back into here. This is sort of like the unfun part of doing game development, is when you run into problems that you don't know the answers to. Somebody's asking here if we've already worked with Unreal Engine. No, we have not worked with Unreal Engine a lot. We've worked with Unity a lot, and Unity sucks. And we picked Unreal Engine because of the renderer and the real-time ray tracing, which was the only thing that gave us the thing we are looking for. Let's put it back exactly how it was. Save it. And let's where am I here? No, not OBS. Too many things going on at once. Okay. Somebody says Unreal Engine is bloated. I would actually disagree with you. Unity is bloated. Unreal Engine seems like it's a very, very well developed game engine from our experience so far. The difference, I think, between Unreal Engine and Unity is that Unity is a engine that's made by an engine company that doesn't make games, where Unreal uses their game to make Fortnite. So they're kind of forced to make a game. So in my experience, like 30 years working in the AAA game industry, everything is kind of done. And I used to build engines. That's what me and John used to do. Everything seems so far like it's done right. Like if you were going to do things the right way, it's done right. And we're constantly amazed at, John has a lot more experience in Unreal than us. Like if you were going to make a professional game engine, like this is like sort of exactly the way that you would do it. Where Unreal or Unity is just a mess. Like everything we ever did in Unity, we just ran into problems too. And you can see that when you play Unity games, they're clunky and they don't look as good. Okay, let's go out here. Okay, we're getting... Let's just try. This is a brand new system, so it's not surprising that we have some problems. Let's put everything back the way that we have it before, and I'm going to try to delete it and bring it in like it's a new thing. We wanted our stone walkway, and we're going to do it attach. Yeah, here like this. We're going to drop that there. We got everything the way we want it. We're going to save it. What I'm going to go into here, I'm going to start up Unreal again. I should probably start Unreal up like the real official way instead of the... Oh, I got two of these running. It's so confused. Okay. Let's open up. Unreal Engine isn't bloated. The problem is that people make games in Unreal Engine using Blueprint, and you actually really can't do it. It's like they'll run so slow. So people that try to make games with Blueprint, and we were warned by this by John already, is that like we would have to do almost everything in C++. The C++ code in Unreal runs super fast. Blueprint runs very, very slow. So it's good for maybe prototyping things, but you have to do things for real. Luckily, we are like hardcore C++ developers because we're all super old. Hey, thank you for the donation. Going to Bloodstone to blast enemies with laser guns. We have like a procedure we have to do here when we build things. So I'm going to have to shut down and restart. How long have you guys been wanting to create the remake? We've been talking about it for years, like years and years and years, and it just all the right pieces weren't in place yet. Diet Coke one spotted. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of Diet Cokes today, so I think I'm going to switch to a LaCroix here, which is a little bit out of my my cousin used to call me Captain LaCroix because I don't drink. But it's getting late, and I'm afraid that if I compile failed, whoa, man, I'm running into all types of problems today. Okay. Let's close Unreal down and start this up and try it again. I'm feeling another I'm feeling another stream coming on here. Let me just delete this. Try this one more time. Would we do something like music discs? Are you talking about like in Minecraft, like the records? Is that what you're asking about? Okay, we did a build here. Let's run. Oh, somebody said we're still talking about the beef Wellington stream. Yeah, I have to do that soon. We know it's cooking today. Like I'm like really into cooking and fitness, and I was thought about doing a stream about that, but it seems like so off topic. Let's make sure we re-imported this. Let's re-import. I'll say okay. So I think there's a. Let's run this. Oh God. Okay. Set local voxel. These numbers look valid is what's so interesting to me. Let me try deleting. Okay, we'll try deleting this. Beef Wellington marinated in Diet Coke. We were talking about this last time. I was saying regular Coke is a pretty good marinade for meat. Diet Coke, not so much. You definitely don't want to cook with it either. But it's hard for me to say anything bad about Diet Coke because I love a good Diet Coke. Okay, let me just delete this, try to pull it back in from the beginning. We are not opening up Adobe Audition. Let's throw this back into here. Let's save all. just got this running today, so it isn't surprising that we might run into some problems. I have to go into the blueprints for this and replace a reference. I hope that's right. Compile, save. Let's run this. No. See if this works with the smaller one. Okay, looks like the smaller ones are working fine. Let's try the bigger ones. I think we put doors in these too. We might as well check them out. I keep losing the chat here. Will there be a Sphinx? That's a good question. We just put out a thing today where we wanted the community to build a Sphinx for us. So hopefully somebody out there will build a Sphinx and we'll have a awesome Sphinx in our game. Did we not put the door in this one? I thought maybe I guess we didn't put the door in this one. I really thought we did, or does it just have the shaft? Oh no, there is. Here it is. I don't think we have the door cleared. Oh, we do have the clearing. Oh, this is set up with this like little thing. I kind of like that. Let's put that back in there. I wonder if this one would have the same problem with the stone bottom. That would be a good test to do. If that's true, we can see if we have another problem, a different problem. So let's open up our mid voxel. This was our middle one, and what we're going to do here is we will open this up. Yeah, I wanted to grow this in one dimension each side, grow the bottom. I'm going to take this center clearing thing out like I did before. Was it this? Yeah. And on the bottom here, I'm going to put a stone walkway. I'm going to do the attach the same way. Is that all we had to do? Wow, okay. Except I want it to be, no, I want it to be everywhere here. So attach with the marquee. no, attach this. We go like that. Yeah. Okay, and let's save this. And we will stop this, and we will re-import that. Run it and see if we get a stone walkway on the bottom of these, and we get a crash. Okay, I think I'm going to stop the stream here. We have some bugs that we got to work through, and I'm not going to get much further with this as a result. So I appreciate everybody coming by, and we're definitely going to have to do another one of these. I got to refresh the stream. Thank you very much, everybody.